everybody, we're also Coinsncoffee here, bringing y'all another penny box hunt. We have a whole box of customer wrapped rolls, and so I'll be looking for, of course, all the nice wheat pennies, and we'll be looking for any key or semi-key dates within those years, as well as pulling out all of the copper, 1982 and before, but of course we weigh out all of our 82s. Also be looking for any varieties, errors, foreigns, or proofs. And we might get lucky. Maybe some of these customer wrap rolls might have came from someone's collection. Maybe we can score an Indian head penny. We won't know until we start getting cracking, so I'll bring you in on the first find. All right, well, very first roll of the box, and this is shaping up pretty good. Opened it up, and the entire roll was copper. So that is a very good sign. And what we have here is a 1969 Denver with a floating roof. So it's odd that I never really knew about this variety until DJ Numismatics taught me about it. And in my last mail call video, he actually sent me one. So you can see here that the... Where's my mouse? There we go. You can see right here that I think there's grease filled in this section so that the roof appears to be floating. And also the FG is a little bit obscured. You can still make out a little bit of the letters, so F and G. So I guess this might be considered an early stage. I still haven't really looked up into it too much. I don't know if this is a deteriorated die or if it's actually grease filled. But still, cool find. First roll of the box. A win. Alright, I've gone through the first 10 rolls, and I would say out of the 10, I think maybe 7 to 8 of them were entirely copper. So here's the copper that I've had so far. This is usually what I get out of a regular box. So that's a pretty good sign. You know, it's obviously coming out of someone's somewhat collection, but these pennies are a mix from like 6 different banks that I've got from them, so it's going to be hard to tell if all of that came from this one or the rest are found somewhere in these rolls. So definitely have a lot of pennies to hunt from yesterday's bank trip. No wheats yet. Oldest one so far is a 1959 Philadelphia. Did find a 1983 Philadelphia with some die cracks on the reverse, which is kind of cool. You can see them on the side steps of the memorial building right here, as well as just below the G in the initials for Frank Gasparo right here between the corner of the building and the rim. Alright, we're 20 rolls in, and although we've scored a bunch of copper, we have now scored some wheat copper. We have a last year 1958 Denver. First wheat cent on the board. Not too bad a shape either. And later on in that same roll, we have a Canadian penny. 2005. Still has some nice shine to it as well. Alright folks, we're on roll number 21. We do have our second wheat penny. This is 1939 from Philadelphia. So here is our oldest wheat penny yet for the box. But as cool as that is, that's not the best thing that came from this roll. Up on the microscope, we have a 1997 Philadelphia, and which I believe to be the DDO with the extra earlobe that we can see right here. I think this is a pretty clear example, and the coin is in really nice shape too. This is definitely one that I would consider bringing in to get certified and graded. Please let me know in the comment section if you think that this is not it, or if you think it is, or just share me your thoughts. I think this is definitely a home run, and it's been a while since I found a nice variety like this in a penny box, with the exception of the 99 Watt AM. Alright, we're just about halfway through the box, and I'm very happy with what it's produced so far. Tons of copper as well. Roll 29 of the box. We have wheat penny number 3. Another 1958 Denver. Alright folks, we are on to roll number 30. And a couple of rolls back, we found a dime. That's pretty easy to see why this was mistaken for a penny. Pretty dark dime. Also have a grease strike through, where the I, B, and E in Liberty is gone. And you can see how the 9.5 in 1995 is a little bit shallow compared to the other numbers. And I was looking to see if there was anywhere else that there might have been some grease. You could say that maybe it's on the FG. That could also just be dye deterioration. But still, this is a really cool grease strike through that I always like to collect. Also, a couple of rolls back, we had a second Canadian 1984, as well as our fourth wheat penny 1949. Roll number 36, and we have wheat penny number 5, 1958 Denver, another last year. Also, another smaller grease strike, where most of the 6 is gone on this 1996 Philadelphia. And this is the only spot where you can really see any grease being gone. So while we haven't really got a high wheat count for this box, I'm still happy with all the other different kinds of finds for this so far. Alright folks, we're going through the rest of this box, so let's recap all the finds. In total, we had 5 wheat pennies, oldest one being the 1939. We did find a dime, 2 Canadians. I did find a 1959 Philly and Denver. And then we also had 2 grease strikes, 1 die crack, and we had the other 1969D with the floating roof, as well as the star of the show, the 1997 extra ear. So again, let you see that with that extra earlobe. And here is just a regular 97, so that you can see the difference. So I'm quite confident that we have a very nice example of the 1997 DDO extra earlobe, as well as a mighty pile of copper. And I would just go ahead and say this is 2 to maybe 3 times the normal amount of copper that I would get from a box. So all in all, very happy with the findings. I hope you were too. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.